Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
The book of Proverbs starts with a call to wisdom, knowledge, about the importance of learning that. And it begins with the fear of the Lord. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. It closes out in this chapter with a plea that mankind, society, would turn to the wisdom that God offers, the wisdom of God's word. And then it warns of it gives a warning about if we don't, that we'll reap what we sow. We all know the simple truth that if we want a garden, we're going to have to sow seeds in that soil, and the seeds that we sow determine the plants that we get. Well, we've been doing a lot of sowing in our society. We've been sowing worldly wisdom. We've been sowing the foolishness of man. We've been sowing philosophies that end in destruction of family, and it'll only come to misery, and we will reap that. But there's a promise in this that whilst the Lord will allow the foolish to reap what they've sown, He promises His hand of mercy upon those that put their trust in Him. That He will keep from the evil day those who fear the Lord and follow after Him. So as society runs on in foolishness and stupidity, it is possible for you as an individual to say, well, I'm going to base my life around the fear of the Lord, around God's word, and I'm going to live in a way that's pleasing to Him. And along with that comes a promise that God will keep you and look after you. See, these aren't powerless laws of karma, where there is no wisdom or person that's executing justice. It's just blind consequence. No, this is the promise of a God who will not turn away any that come to Him. If you're going to come to God, you're going to have to believe that He is. And that is that God exists. And that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. And that's who God is. He doesn't just lay down laws and then let whatever happens like the laws of physics. He lays down promises that He said He'll keep. And if you trust Him, you'll find Him to be trustworthy.